Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is the eCom Sellers podcast. I have with me my co-host, my partner in crime. She's here this week, Kelly Ward.
Yep, I'm back.
So glad to see you. I hope you
Last
had a
weekend was Mother's Day and
yes.
then my birthday all put together. So
Did you have an
I,
amazing birthday?
I worked on my birthday.
What?
I know the family that I take care of, the patient I take care. They're like, "But it's your birthday." I'm like, "It's another day." Yeah, whatever.
Well, I mean, I guess it is another day, but you should be off. I mean, you should have been off. How could they? Oh, I'm not happy about any of that. That means we have to do something just for Kelly. I don't know what it'll be. We're gonna do something just for Kelly. Anyway,
Well, my husband took me out to Cheesecake Factory the next day.
that was nice of him. Kudos to the husband.
No, that's because I said you take me to Cheesecake Factory for my birthday.
Well, that's good. All right. So I'm glad that he did take you out. And did you get any amazing gifts for your birthday?
Mm, not really.
Really?
No, like I said, we don't really do like big gifts and stuff for birthdays and such. It's
All of
like
this.
we go out to eat and spend time with each other. That's
I don't like any of this. All right. Well, Kelly and I are here to share with you e-commerce news, tips, and more. And we come to you now every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to share with you the e-commerce news, tips, and more. So please share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the e-com sellers podcast and invite them to come check it out. So today's topic is going to be focused 100% on what to do, how to get prepared for Prime Day. So we are hoping, grab that pencil and pen. We're going to cover the news first, and then we'll get straight into the tip. So Kelly, the floor is yours.
not much news because I've had a busy day, so I really haven't had a chance to get. It's been a busy day, but I've been at home. But yeah, it's just this time of year. It's busy with different stuff. Um, so this month is Small Business Month.
Yep.
So different online marketplaces are having different ways to celebrate it. eBay's having their up and running grants that you can apply for. You have until June 9th to do that. Etsy's having their uh, up, like up and coming design awards, and eBay and Amazon's offering some small business grants you can apply for. So just keep an eye out for all those different allergies, crazy different ways that grants are out there that you could apply for your business. Never know, you could be one of the winners.
That's true.
um let's see. eBay starting to use FedEx as their um, default returns company. So if
Okay.
your customer wants to return something, they might be getting a FedEx.
Slip.
A FedEx, which a lot of people are not liking because they're like, well, if it's a small item, it's a T-shirt that I paid, $4 to ship from, using the post office, and now, it's coming out of my pocket to return it even more because now it's $7 or $8 by FedEx. So a lot of the sellers are not happy, and some are like, I don't have FedEx around me, or I don't want to deal with FedEx because I had bad juju with them before. So a lot of sellers are not quite happy with it.
Interesting. Okay.
eBay is also, they're having their summer seller check-in. I believe it's this Thursday. I was gonna sign up to go to it, but it's a day I'm working my nursing job, so I'm not able to attend. But if you, I believe it's like 9 or 8, 10 something in the morning. So there's definitely not a good time for me. If it was in the evening, possibly I could go, but not in the morning. So
It is from 12 o'clock until 2 o'clock on the 26th. I actually had it on today's topic, but yes, it is the summer seller check in 12 to 2. So
yeah.
you wanted to check that out. Anyway, go ahead.
Um, and they've been hinting about their eBay Open last year. It was done virtually. Um, I did it. I did the eBay Open virtually. I was popping in and out of chat rooms, and you like earned it. I earned a lot of points because you earn points, and then you're able to go shopping in their little eBay store with the points afterwards. And I got like a free T-shirt, and I got an big old eBay bag, and everything. So, keep an eye out for that. We'll do, and we'll of course we'll make an announcement when we find out when it's going to be and if it's going to be in person, but most likely it's probably going to be virtual again. They did have some in-person parties that went along with it in some big cities, so we'll let you know about that when we find out. um Amazon's requiring you to verify your stores again because of an upcoming law.
Mm,
They probably sent you an email couple, within the last couple of months so you need to make sure that you have it done before June 27th. That's when the new law comes into act. So, just go in, make sure that all your account information is up to date, which you need to keep up to date anyway, but just make sure that everything's up to date.
yep.
And I've been noticing my Bed Bath and Beyond now has a store closing sign on it,
Oh.
and my Tuesday Morning store has store closing sign on it.
Ah, I'm not happy. Ugh.
Yeah, I wanted to visit them this weekend, but wasn't able to get out. So
I anticipate both of them will have a flood of sales next weekend, which is Memorial Day weekend. So, yeah, I anticipate that. And if you have not pulled together your deals, what you're going to offer for Memorial Day weekend, like you better do that today. Pull it together. Make sure you're ready for it, whatever that happens to be.
and UPS, if you live in a rural area, not an urban, but a rural, out in the farms, um, they said you might take longer to get your packages because they're cutting costs. And one of the ways they're doing is not to deliver out to the rural areas as often. So everyone's trying to.
Anyway, cut costs. Cut
Hmm.
costs everywhere. All right. Do you
So
have anything else?
no, that's about it.
See, and I was going to mention the fact that I got new glasses. I forgot to say that at the beginning. I'm trying to figure out if I like them or not. I'm trying to figure out if the prescription is right too, because it feels drastically different. But in any case, I don't have the blue rims anymore.
No, I got you gone.
A dark grayish kind of color. I don't know, with some white undertone and in the back. But anyway, yeah, I got new glasses, guys. All right, so let me go ahead and share the news that I found. We're going to talk about a few different things. So I will share my screen. So let's get after it. Let's see what's going on. Let's hit them all. Okay, so the first article comes to us from CNN Business, and they are talking about the. Oh, wait a minute. Am I sharing? Yeah, I am. Hold on. Meant to do the other way. Full screen. There we go. All right, CNN Business, and they are talking about the real reasons stores such as Walmart, Starbucks, and other stores in big cities are closing. So I thought this was a really interesting article, especially with all the news with people talking about San Francisco lately because of Dave Chappelle. But anyway, they were talking about a couple of the reasons why the stores are closing, big name stores like the Targets and the Walmarts and whatever. that there was like, stores like CVS and Walgreens closing. One is because people are working from home. That's, I feel like, is a semi lame excuse. But the other one is because more people are shopping online. So for those of you that want to become an e-commerce seller, there's still an opportunity to get in there because people are still buying online. That some of the stores have been gutted for whatever reason, and that the rents are going up. I do believe that the rents have been going up. Real estate has been going up, and so it's costing them too much money. They're not getting as much traffic as they used to in those locations, and because of crime and public safety. We know that a lot of crime has been happening in certain areas, and so in those areas, if they feel like people are not going to come out and shop, or there's a public safety issue, not just for the employees, but also for the customers, then they're just closing some of those locations. And so in some big cities, some stores in certain areas are closing, and they're also having difficulty hiring employees. I feel like difficulty hiring employees is still an issue everywhere. It's really interesting that it is an issue, but it's still an issue. Do you have any thoughts on that, Kelly?
That, and they've taken away some jobs by putting in machines, and we have to check out, and then they want us to tip ourselves or tip the companies for us letting us check out our crap. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm the one who checked out. You didn't even give me some training on this first.
I know we have become our own cashiers. Every time you go to the store, you are your own cashier. I get so mad when I go to Walmart and then they want us to rate ourselves. How would you rate your experience? I always say a one because I'm like, I didn't come here to be my own cashier, but okay.
I don't mind doing self checkout if I have a couple of items,
Uh huh.
but if I have a cart full of stuff, I'm trying to make sure it's the right price, and then I'm trying to balance it in that little tiny area where you got to put package up your stuff.
Oh, I know. Like the other day, we were at the store. Yes, I think it was yesterday. And I was like, this space is not big enough for all the crap in our cart. Like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. But yeah, we were at a Walmart and yeah, the space is not big enough for all the stuff
Yeah.
we have.
And even when I do Instacart now, I have in the um I do Instacart as a shopper sometimes, and there's some places where I have to check out. Like again, I said, if it's 10 items or less, I really don't mind that. But if I have a cart full of stuff, and then sometimes I have two orders, I'm doing order for customer A and order for customer B. I gotta be able to make sure I'm separated. It's separated right and everything. And it's like I need an open lane.
Yeah, I get you. Well, the other thing I don't like about self checkout is what happens is with self checkout is that if they perceive that you stole something, like we
Mm-hmm.
talked about those in several of our previous podcasts. Like there are some people that are either their cards are being charged or they're being sued or having to go to court to prove that they didn't steal something, that they did pay for something. And let me just say this, like the average American does not keep a receipt for every single one of their purchases. They just do not. That is not what the average American does. Like when they go home, they throw away the receipts, and that's what they do because they're not thinking about it like we think about it from a business standpoint. But when they're buying groceries or buying whatever, they're just not thinking about keeping the receipts. So if they do self service, and then 6 months from now they get served a warrant because it claims that they stole something, and they're being dragged into court, like what are the chances of them having that receipt? Like anyway,
That,
that's a
or
whole.
they're grabbing them right before they even leave the store, saying you didn't scan this item in your thing, and taking them to a back room and basically interrogating someone.
It is annoying. I don't like any of the self checkout, but it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon based on this article, CNN Business. So you can go check it out and read the full article. I thought it was insightful, but all the reasons that they're saying that some of these big stores, and we're talking about, like your Walmarts of the world, and we already know Whole Foods has some of them are closing, but CVS's, Walgreens, like they're closing in some of these bigger cities, which is not going to help the crime issue. Like if you don't have traffic, if it's a ghost town, then people are just going to do whatever they want to at that point.
Well, then also now they don't allow, if someone comes in, and I mean you see the videos on the news where people come in, they get a shopping cart and shove everything in it and then run out of the store,
Yeah.
and the employees are not allowed to do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
if they
yeah,
try to do anything that, then the employees get in trouble.
yeah. And we've been seeing that. Unfortunately, we've been seeing that for about the last 3 years. It's increased, and I mean, I think it really was super bad in 2022. But I think what we're seeing in 2023 is just a result of what the stuff that happened in 2022.
Hmm.
So anyway, that's that article. I know we had a whole conversation about it. You guys can go read it on your own. It's talking about big stores abandoning big cities. So there you go. The next article comes to us from GeekWire, and it's talking about shopping center owners are suing Amazon as giant tech rethinks grocery plans. So they are saying that the fact that Prime and like when Amazon comes in someplace and then they set themselves up and then they leave, like that does not help that area, and it doesn't help that shopping mall and that shopping strip. So they're suing for damages. And this is really interesting. I wonder how this is going to play out. This happens. This is in Washington. I think another one in Philadelphia. You can read the no, their owner is based in Boston. There you go. So Boston, Massachusetts. And then but I do think something happened in Philadelphia anyway. So you can go and read the article. I thought it was a little insightful. I actually read it over a week ago. So I don't remember all of the details, but it's just interesting how, strip malls are being affected by this. So again, it doesn't directly tie to the previous article, but there is some correlation to some extent because again, they're creating this vacuum, and so these strip malls are stuck with all these empty like stores and stuff, and which is a problem. So all right, so the next article comes to us from Insider, Business Insider, and they're talking about Bed Bath and Beyond community online is hilariously bonding together to share their rage that the closing price, the sales prices are so bad. So this is one of those topics that Kelly and I actually talked about. I feel like it was like 2 podcasts ago, maybe, where you go into a store that's going out of business and they say stuff is on sale. But if you didn't know what the prices were, or if you didn't know what a real sale is, or what this thing is really going for, you might fall for the banana in the tailpipe. So when they say something is 80% off, they may actually be hiking the price, and that may be what you're really getting is you're getting 80% off of a hiked price. So anyway, there's a whole thread of people that have been going to Bed Bath and Beyond, recording TikToks and just, cracking up about what is happening. So you can come and read this article. It's on Business Insider. But yes, this is just another example of you should know what stuff costs so you can determine whether or not this is the deal or not. Because in most cases, it's probably not a deal. Would you agree, Kelly?
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta know the numbers.
You have to know the numbers. And so I feel like this weekend they'll probably really mark down some stuff because they're getting closer and closer to having to, pay the next month's rent and all that other stuff. So they're probably going to start trying to clear out some of these spaces. But maybe they're in no rush, especially if the real estate owners of the strip malls don't have, they don't have anybody else to fill that space. So they might just let them stay at a discounted rate anyway. We'll see. But look for sales at Bed Bath and Beyond this weekend, Memorial Day weekend that's coming up, and see if there's any good deals out there. There might be. All right, so the next article comes to us from Time, and Time is talking about Amazon plans to add ChatGPT style search to its online store. So this article I thought was a little interesting, and the thing that they were talking about is that this could potentially help sellers. So if you're getting much better at your keyword research or creating listings that you want to show up in the searches, this could actually help you. I've been using ChatGPT. We have a class that's coming up on using AI tools. And so this might, again, be an opportunity for you to get more traffic and more sales to your store. Again, you can come back and read this article. It is in Time, and they're talking about that Amazon plans to add ChatGPT style search to its online store. I don't know when, but this is a heads up. So you might start using the tools that are out there. There was a prediction that I actually either saw in the news or read at some point, or maybe it was a blogger that was talking about it. But there's a prediction that by 2025, almost all listings will be created using AI. All Amazon listings. I thought that was interesting. So, any thoughts on that, Kelly?
I don't know. I could barely get my. The only thing I can do is get Alexa to tell me what the weather is. So
And for those people that are paranoid about AI, yes, there's a bunch of creepy movies that are coming out about AI, and there's some old creepy movies about AI and how AI is like taking over, and all of us as humans are in danger. Look, I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows the future, but I will say this: we've actually been using AI way longer than we all thought we were. If you create any Word documents, if you've been drafting any emails, if you've been sending text messages, whenever it's auto trying to correct you or trying to figure out what word you're about to type, that's AI. Like, that's been going on for at least 5 years. So at a minimum. So anyway, it's been around much longer than you think. It's just now they're making it making the awareness of it much more prevalent than it was in the past. So just saying, you've been using it for, it's been around for a while, like a while. All right, so this next article comes to us from Yahoo Life, and it's talking about Amazon Prime in Canada. Now, the thing I is not that I'm like focusing 100% on Canada, because I'm not. But I mean, I thought it was great that they did have an article that was focused 100% on Canada. So if you're selling in Canada or you're thinking about selling in Canada, this article may be helpful for you. You can get some insight on what they say the deals are. Now, I think the deals in Canada are going to be very similar to the deals in the US, and they're anticipating that Prime Day is going to be the same day as it is in the US, and so that date is predicted to be the 11th of July and the 12th of July. So, but we'll see. Amazon has not said anything, although they did announce some deadline dates for, your Prime listings, Prime deals, but outside of that, they've been hush hush. So if you want to get some insight on what they're offering in Canada, for those of you that are struggling to figure out what to sell, what to source, or anything that may be related or something that you could help you get more eyeballs on your listing, you might want to check out this article. The next article is also about Amazon Prime, and it is coming to us from Tech Radar. And what they are talking about is everything you need to know about the next sale. So again, everyone that was going to offer Prime deals had to get their Prime deals in by April the 26th, I believe. And so this is like, talking about Prime Day. Again, it's predicted to be the 11th and the 12th. But again, nobody knows because Amazon's being hush hush or whatever. And then they're talking about historical, pricing. The last thing that they mention are historical deals. The last thing that they mention is early Prime access sales. So for those who don't remember, in 2022, for the first time, well, I guess it wasn't really the first time, like October, just history lesson for just a second. So COVID hit 2020, and they moved Prime Day in 2020 to October. Okay. Then in 2021, they moved Prime Day back to July, and they left October alone. And then 2022, they decided they would have Prime Day and they would have the deals in October. So there's a possibility in 2023 that we're going to have Prime Day 2.0 again, and it's going to be around October the 11th or 12th. So just put that in your back pocket as a reminder. This one is called Prime Early Access, whereas the other one is called Prime Day. That it might be coming up. So that's the reason why I picked up this article, is because they mentioned Prime Early Access. And then this last article comes to us from Business Insider, and they're talking about Prime Day again, summer deals explained. But the thing that I thought was helpful in this article was, again, those people that are struggling with, I don't know what to sell, I don't know where to get ideas, I don't know where to source, I don't know, what I should be listing. There's 4 gift guides that are in this article. Hyperlinks to toy gift guides, small business gift guides, home gift guides, beauty gift guides, and electronics gift guides. Look, if you're struggling, these are the type of articles that could give you suggestions, insight, maybe ideas for products to sell, products to source, products that are going to be hot products. giving you insight. So again, this is from Business Insider. The article is 100% about Prime Day, but as you scroll down, it says check out Amazon's gift guides. And you could search Amazon for the gift guides anyway. But for those people who don't normally, like, most of the time we're in Amazon back office. We're not in the Amazon front of like the shopping side unless we're actually needing to buy something. So for the most part, we spend a lot of time in the back office on the Seller Central. So if you're not looking, you don't find these. And if you're not looking for them, you don't know that they already exist. So just putting it out there in the universe, another way to come up with ways to source and sell stuff. I don't remember what I pulled up eBay for. Oh, eBay dates. So Kelly was talking about eBay Open. So, all right. So I hope all of this is helpful. We're now going to transition over to today's topic. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So before we get into the topic, I just want to remind you one more time that the eCom Sellers podcast is moving to Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So don't forget, write it down. You can watch it live, broadcast live on the eCom Sellers Academy fan page. Again, eCom Sellers Academy fan page and Facebook. You can also see it on Instagram on the eCom Sellers Academy fan page. And it will also be uploaded to the eCom Sellers podcast channel after 9 a.m., but it will be up there. So, in any case, let's get on with it. Make sure you share it out with a friend, let somebody else know about the podcast. So, today's topic is how to prepare for Prime Day. As a seller, Prime Day, even if you're not selling on Amazon, there's some benefits to Prime Day. Like you want to get some more eyeballs on your product. So, we're going to talk about some of the ways you can prepare. And I guess we will be talking about it sort of from an Amazon perspective, but I also want you to think about it from a non-Amazon seller perspective as well. Because when Amazon offers Prime Day, all online platforms get a boost. It's, again, a rising tide lifts all ships. So every ship that's out in the sea is going to get some traffic, especially online traffic, because of Prime Day. So here we go. Kelly, I'll let you take number one.
Review your sales and stats history. So, look and see what you sold a lot of the year before and start looking to sell that, for those items. And, what did you run a sale or, have a coupon that worked a lot for your items? And, see how that was before.
Absolutely. Go look at your data, look at your reports, look at your history.
All
And
stuff I don't do.
it's okay. Because you kind of know, Kelly, because you've been doing this long enough. But it never hurts to look at your data, your stats, your sales, all of that stuff. Just go look at your data. It's worth it. Determine which products you want to highlight or focus on. You want to choose your products wisely. So there's probably going to be some specific products. If you think about the time of the year and maybe who might be buying stuff, there might be some products that you want to focus on or highlight or that you want to pull out of your reserve. So if you got like 2,000 products listed, maybe out of your 2,000, you want to focus on like 50 so that you can do everything you can to drive more traffic to the other 50. Now, not that we don't care about the other 950. I'm just saying, or 1,950. I can't forget. Did I say 1,000 or 2,000? But anyway, not that you don't care about the others. I'm just saying a subset of your products are probably going to potentially have the opportunity to get more traffic than others. You want to go pay attention to that history and then come and determine which ones you're going to focus on. Anything you want to add to that, Kelly?
Well, you also have to look at what's going on with the economy at the time because, people might not be they might be looking more for deals on household items and things they might need for the house and not the luxury items like they used to because of the increase in inflation and such. So you might want to start, maybe looking at, those items instead of the more luxury items.
Absolutely. All right. If you're not selling replenishables, this might be your opportunity to get into replenishables. And if you are selling replenishables, maybe those are the ones you focus on. So, replenishables are things that people buy over and over again. And you also want to look at necessities, which are normally replenishables. All right. Go ahead.
Check your inventory level. So see, for those items, that you have that are consistent sellers? Or do you have enough inventory? Do you have enough, uh, inventory of the items that you want to sell that you hadn't sold since last year because maybe it's seasonal and you need to get more. And you also want to check your inventory of your shipping supplies, because if you have a boost in sales and you don't have enough boxes or bags or shipping labels for all the sales, you're going to be in a bind. So make sure you have, check all your inventory.
Absolutely. And remember, everything we're talking about today, like it applies to Amazon, but it also applies to the other platforms that you happen to be selling on. Because again, all platforms are going to get a boost from Prime Day. So think about it from an Amazon seller perspective, but also think about it from a non Amazon seller perspective. So once you've checked your inventory levels, and we do mean in everything, as Kelly mentioned, shipping supplies, then where you need to make sure that you order your inventory and order your inventory, and also think about the shipping deadline that's already been established. Again, Amazon is just being so ambiguous about the actual date for Prime Day, but most of us are targeting July the 11th through the 12th. So they've already given out a deadline date of June 15th. So you want to make sure that you get your inventory into the Amazon warehouses if you want it to be available for the non publicized July 11th through the 12th date. So since it's a non-publicized date, just make sure that you have your FBA. If you're doing FBA, get your shipments in by the 15th of June. And if you're not doing FBA, then just make sure you have the inventory ready to rock and roll by June 15th. So funny, so hilarious.
Review your listings. So go make sure that your keywords are optimized, and check your prices to make sure that you're still competitive with your set with the cost of your inventory. If that's gone, if that's changed, make sure that it's still profitable. um, and to see what, make sure you're not being the high seller when everyone else is selling it lower. So, check all that.
Absolutely. And then you're going to next optimize your listings. I would encourage you to start now. As Kelly said, optimize your listings. So the first thing is go review everything, especially the ones that you say you're going to focus on for Prime Day. Not that everything else is not going to get a look, not that everything else is not going to potentially get some traffic. But once you figure out the ones you're going to focus on, optimize those, and then everything else, go optimize, like gradually go through your entire inventory catalog and anything you were planning on selling. If you are a planner by nature, and I am, like you knew that XYZ was going to arrive if you'd already ordered the inventory, it's going to arrive on June the 5th or it's going to arrive on June the 10th. Again, making sure that all your listings are optimized, including renaming your image files and or, filling in any blank holes that you have on the keyword search words, intended use words, any of that. So you want to start now.
Create your social media plan and or schedule. So, I know Pinterest really is trying to get into the paid pins, where you can advertise on there. You know, you can go ahead and plan and make uh Facebook advertising using like Canva and stuff. Just, you need to get those all done and planned, and then you can schedule them so that you don't have to be trying to juggle that on top of trying to ship your stuff out too.
Absolutely. That's the great thing. Like if you've never used tools like Buffer or Hootsuite or Socialmonials or SocialBee, or these are all like social media posting scheduling tools. So you've got from now until just before June the 15th to figure it out, put together a schedule, like play with the tool, test it out, get your pages together, start getting some likes and some follows. You can boost those pages. You will have to pay for that. So if you're not doing paid traffic, again, you can still do non-paid traffic by hitting as many of the social media channels as possible, including the Facebook Reels. I don't even know the difference between Facebook Reels and Facebook Stories. Like, they are the same thing at this point. But Facebook Reels / Stories, Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, like, get it all going, get it all recorded, get that. Some of that stuff you can pre-record, so, and edit those videos so that you're ready to rock and roll during or before Prime Day, and just have your social media plan already mapped out and scheduled so it's ready to go. Create your promotions. So again, if you want to do paid or non-paid, if you decide you're going to do paid, this is your opportunity to do your paid promotions and your paid whatever. As I said before, Amazon asked for, their deadline was April the 28th to submit your recommended Prime Day deals. So that doesn't mean that you still can't do, any type of promotions or coupons or whatever you want to do, but you need to decide what you're going to do on the platform that you choose to sell on, the marketplace platform. And then if you want to do anything outside of that, like you want to create any campaigns outside of that, again, start the process of creating that now. You've got some runway room right now. And so we will probably start to hear a bunch more about the Prime Day deals right before 4th of July. And then that's all you're probably going to hear, because then you'll hear more about Target and what they're offering, and Walmart and what they're going to be offering, and Best Buy and what they're going to be like. Everybody's going to have their own deal, and they're all going to be talking about it probably just around the same time that they're talking about the 4th of July deals. So this is why we're talking about this now, so you can start getting the stuff ready in advance and not like 2 or 3 weeks before. So think about your promotions, what ads, what campaigns, what are you going to do?
Leverage influencers. I have no idea. I don't do anything with influencers. I wouldn't want to do anything with influencers. I think they're all fake. So
Okay. Well, part of me agrees with you. There are some that are out there that are 100% fake, and some of them are not. But if you're going to, depending on what your product is, if your product doesn't need an influencer, there's no need to leverage them. But if you're selling a product that might get a boost from leveraging an influencer, then consider it. So I should probably put an asterisk up here. But yeah, if you're, could be, depends. You'll know whether or not your products you plan on focusing on. Again, back at the beginning of the list, we said figure out the products that you plan on focusing on, promoting, and or you like selling for Prime Day. What are those things that you're going to put all your energy into? So whatever those products are, if you feel like they need an influencer, then begin the process now of locking down who your influencers are going to be. Don't try to wait until the week before, 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before. Like, you got time now. We're trying to help you out here. We're planners. I'll let you take the next one then, Kelly.
run listings through a backlink building tool. So you'd like Ping Farm, Pingler. If you haven't used them, you just take your listing URL and you put them through these, and they just put them out. They just machine gun them out there throughout the world.
Yep. And they drive traffic based on that. So if you're going to run them through Pingler and Ping Farm, maybe run them through mid-June and then run them through the week before Prime Day a second time, or the week of Prime Day. So the weekend before. That way, that can help you get a little bit more link juice and a little more organic traffic. It's an organic traffic strategy, y'all. Okay, so establish additional PPC budget. So for those who are planning to do paid ads and everything, and if you're going to do campaigns on the platform that you're selling on, and you decide you want to do some stuff outside the platform, Kelly mentioned, she mentions Pinterest, and then you could do Google ads, and you could do Facebook ads. Like, those are all outside of the selling platform. So look at what's offered inside of the selling platform marketplace, and then consider what's outside of it. Again, for those people who want to spend money, if you don't want to spend money, like some of the stuff that we gave you were non-cost related suggestions to help you to get organic traffic and to help your audience find you if your audience hasn't already found you. So it just depends. And if you have an email list, like, it's always good to use that as well. I don't like list that here, but if you already have an email list, make sure you have a plan for your email list as well. So With that being said, I hope that this list is helpful. I hope that those who are going through and going to put together their game plan for Prime Day, that they go ahead and use this list to help them to, make some decisions now and not mess around, not drag your feet. Be proactive. The ones who are proactive are the ones who get the most sales. It's very rare that the last minute, right before, like, oh, okay, the sale is tomorrow. I guess I better do something today. Like, it's a little too late to drive traffic over there. I mean, you can still do it, but you're going to have a better chance if you optimize everything in advance. So this is your opportunity to get ready. So we hope this information is helpful for you. We hope that you'll share this out with a friend. Let somebody else know about the eCom Sellers podcast. Let them know about the tips, especially if they are a seller on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Etsy, Shopify, Google Shopping, Facebook Marketplace, wherever you happen to be selling, Macari, wherever you are selling. You can use this list and apply the majority of the suggestions. So, in any case, we do have a free webinar Wednesday that is coming up. It is on the Amazon Influencer Program. So that is one more way that you can make a lot of money, is using the Amazon Influencer Program to help drive traffic to Amazon existing listings, and you get an affiliate commission for doing that. So if you want to learn about the Amazon Influencer Program, if you don't want to handle any inventory, you don't want to think about any of this, you just want to record videos and drive traffic to existing Amazon listings, you want to sign up for Webinar Wednesday, you can go over to bit.ly/no inventory make money WW. Again, bit.ly/ all lowercase no inventory make money WW. WW always stands for Webinar Wednesday. And it's going to be at 11 a.m. on the 24th. Again, 11 a.m. on the 24th. You can scan this QR code or you can type in the URL, but go register right now so that, again, if you want to maybe get a little bit of a boost of income or revenue from those people that are going to be shopping online for Prime Day, then you want to get signed up and get going on the Amazon Influencer Program right now. This is the window to do that. So go register. And if you're looking for a list or something to help you to be able to figure out which products to sell, which products to source, where to find those products, you want to sign up for the eCom Sellers Academy Arbitrage Leads list. You can get retail arbitrage and online arbitrage leads. Get 200 a month for $50. Again, 50 leads every single week. There are 200 leads for the month, and you pay $50. So you go to eCom Sellers Academy /RAOA leads. Again, eCom Sellers Academy /RAOA leads. And last but not least, as I said before, if you're an Academy member, you're going to automatically get an arbitrage leads list. You get 10 leads every single week, and you also get 10 wholesale supplier lists every single week. So if you are a person that is trying to make 2023 be the year that you're going to go full time in e-commerce, then those two lists can help you on your journey. So you'll get 10 leads every single week directly from eCom Sellers Academy. You also get 10 wholesale supplier lists, and you can use that to help you find wholesale suppliers for Q4, because again, Q4 is actually around the corner. You also get 20% off of all eCom Sellers products, services in our upcoming summits. So go sign up at ecomsellersacademy.com. You can sign up for the monthly $17.99, or you can go ahead and sign up for the lifetime and get your never pay again and get a free ecom planner, physical planner. We also have live Q&As, live weekly trainings, quarterly coaching sessions, and you gain access to over 200 training videos. So with that, I hope that was helpful. Let me get back to Kelly and see her beautiful face. All right. Well, this has been the eCom Sellers Podcast. My name is Nicole Whitlock.
And I'm Kelly, the eCom Mom Ward.
And Kelly and I come to you every Tuesday now at 9 a.m. I'm going to slip up and say the wrong time, but Tuesdays at 9 a.m. where we talk about e-commerce news, tips, and more. We hope that you'll tune in for another episode of the eCom Sellers Podcast. And we are going to say goodbye for now. Bye, y'all. Bye.